Record to the cloud. Okay, so welcome everybody. We have an extremely awesome guest tonight on this Holistic Justice League training, Ian. And Ian he was the first brand partner in Purium. And I was just remembering right now, like as I was saying that, he's a 4-star crown. And I actually remember the first time I got on the phone with him. Actually, Seema set up a phone call with her, me, Ian, and a few other brand partners, a few of the OGs in the Holistic Justice League. And I remember I was actually walking on the beach and I was listening to Ian talk, and some of the things that he said, I still remember to this day. And I actually know Ian's story very, very well, and his story of success and his story of basically persistence. And like, he came into this when Purium was like static. You know, it's a lot harder to start pushing something when it's static, when it's still, than it is to get on when it's already moving. So he's started this when there was no movement, and he created the movement, and he's still pushing, and it's still amazing to me. He called us up a few months ago, and he was talking about some CrossFit athlete. You know, if you guys, my gyms that I own were in the CrossFit world. He's talking about some CrossFit athlete, some games athlete, and a CrossFit gym owner, asking if we knew the person, talking about how, you know, he's prospecting. I'm like, what the heck? Ian's still doing the work. He's still doing the work. So I'm gonna unmute him. Seema, do you have any introductions for Ian?
Yeah, he actually was the charge that I needed to get to Red Diamond, because I qualify as a Black Diamond, and 2 days before, or actually 3 days before the month was over, Ian called me and he said, you know, you can still make it to Red Diamond. And I'm like, Ian, you're crazy. I'm already done for the month. I hit Black Diamond. I need 56,000 points to make it to Red. What makes you think I'm going to get 56,000 points to get it to Red? And he's like, okay, well, I just wanted to let you know that I see that you can do it. And I'm like, okay, thank you so much, but I'm done for the month. And I hang up the phone. I actually hang up the phone, and then I talked to Rod. I was like, Ian's crazy. He thinks that I'm going to make it to Red Diamond. I need 56,000 points in 36 hours. I don't know what he's thinking. What, Rod?
It was 18,000, not 56,000.
Oh, 18,000. Okay, something like that. And yeah, that sounds like more right.
He actually got mad.
Yeah, I was like, oh, is he crazy? Like, I'm gonna kill myself in the next 3 days. And as soon as I hang up the phone, my brain was running, and I was like, maybe Ian's right. Maybe I can do it. You know, if he sees the potential in me, maybe I need to trust it. And I immediately talked to Raw, and I said, hey, Raw, do you think I can make it? And Raw's like, well, all you need is trust. You know, it's like, okay, well, Ian sees it in me. Raw trusts, I trust that I can make it. And boom, Ian was on the phone. He's on the East Coast, so he's 3 hours ahead. And it was 9:59 Pacific Standard Time. So that's like 10 p.m., right? And here on the Pacific Coast. It was 1 a.m. in Florida. And Ian was on the phone with us at 1 a.m. Like, you just made it to Red Diamond. It happens. Like, you did it. So I really honor Ian, and I appreciate that after doing this work for so many years, you still had the energy to call me and be so bold and say, hey, step it up. There's 36 hours. You need 18,000 points. Get it done. So I'm so honored that he's here with all of us, because his wisdom, you know, he sees magic in all of us, you know, that magic that we can't see for ourselves. And this is why it's so important to trust in your upline. Or upline are professional artists in helping us paint a vision. Or upline paints a vision for us, a vision that we can't see for ourselves. And if we trust it, and if we, like Ross said it, you know, if you really have that trust and that faith, you can make it happen. So welcome, Ian.
Thanks a lot, Seema. Thanks a lot, Ra. I just really really love listening to you kids. And, I really jumped at the opportunity to inspire and be there for people that are just starting out in this business. I was a bright-eyed kid, 25 years old when I got into network marketing. I don't know if you read my story in the 4-year career, but that's a true story. And this has been a true labor of love. Okay, this business can be your canvas. Okay, I'm not a painter, but I really like that analogy. This is something that just came to me when I was listening to the both of you. So you really could create, the masterpiece of artwork in building this business, because this is a creation. It's not something that, you just turn a key in the door, but you do turn a key in the door in terms of potential in your mind. Okay, what you see becomes reality. Your thoughts, your thoughts turn into things. And there's a lot of things that I manifested many years ago. Okay, and what you're all involved with is my manifestation. 20 years ago, I planted the idea in Amy Vander's mind. She talked to Dave. And then lo and behold, we have an amazing company, and I didn't have everything that you have to work with today. So the opportunity is grand. And as Ross said very eloquently, what you do this month and next month sets you up for the first quarter of next year. Okay, we have everything packaged perfectly. The holistic fitness pack, the ultimate lifestyle transformation core 4, and the optimal immune pack. One could build a business just promoting those packs, but of course we have onesies and twosies and a la carte, and people like different products. We have all of that, but I think we have a pretty awesome system in place that everyone can become successful with. So I'm going to pause because I know you have a number of questions for me, Seema, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, okay. So thank you. That was actually really good, Ian. So thanks for the pause. So one thing that I constantly hear, I guess we constantly hear you talk about, and one of the main things we want to get out of this Zoom is your perspective, your 20-year, multi-decade perspective on the things that we all deal with day to day. And I hear you say these words like focus on the big picture. Mm-hmm. And that was definitely necessary when you inspired and enrolled Amy and Dave into the vision of network marketing.
Yeah.
But so how, what are the golden nuggets, and how do we inspire, the vision of the big picture into our team? Because we're all leaders here, and it's not so much that we need to focus on the big picture, but we all need to get better and improve our ability to speak that into others. And so how, where do you find success doing that?
Where I found success in doing that is making a commitment of doing whatever it takes to reach that goal. Okay. I mean, doing whatever it takes, because you need to have a really big picture perspective in this business. I mean, really, really big. Okay. And, as an athlete, I will until I blow up. Okay, I'm gonna reach the finish line. And I've been in competitive sports my whole life, and my story in the 4-year career is the athletes. And for me, a lot of my success is really hinged on when you turn the pedals on the bicycle in January, you don't really have the legs that you're going to have in May, June, July, August, September when the season starts. So in this business, when you're running to a consultant, you're just starting to pedal, and then you get to director, and then you get to executive, and then you build momentum. So you need to really see that you want to be a crown. You have to see yourself becoming a crown before you become one. And I know Seema, and I know Ra, you've really been great at visualizing this for yourself. And I remember getting on the phone with Seema when she was still diamond, between diamond and green diamond. And, I heard that she had the chutzpah, she had the hustle. And then it just really, really clicked for her. I've seen this happen for people in this business. And folks, listen, okay, I've been in the business 25 years. For the people that are just getting started in this business, okay, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, okay? We're in a business of people. Okay, but you really need to have a big picture perspective that you are going to meet someone that sees what you see. So golden nugget number 1, recruit even and up. You probably heard me say this before, and I'm going to drill it. okay? Because if you recruit down, you're gonna build an adult daycare center. That is very tedious and it's not fun. Why not just run and build the people that see what you see, okay? Now it takes time to find those people, just like it takes time to find that vein of gold, okay? And we know the price of gold today. It's almost $2,000 an ounce, okay? And there's a lot of people that like mine for gold and mine for gold. They never find the gold. They sell the mine, and then the next excavation company that gets in there, they just work a few more weeks in the same area, and then they find pay dirt. This is no different than finding, you know, an Ian, a Ra, a Seema, an Angelo, and many of you that are really consistent in moving your business forward, okay? If you're consistent in this business, long-term, you will become successful. If you do this business every other week and every other month, you know, I don't think you're going to expect the success. It's not about enrolling that one person that's going to build the business for you. It's about building a team and helping people reach their goals, because we're enrolling people into their business. If you get really good at enrolling people into their business and build a team, that big picture perspective will take shape, the income will take shape, and you're rolling.
I love what you said, Ian, about making the commitment. It starts with our choice of being committed to something until you reach the finish line, right? Even if you sign up for a marathon, you keep running until you get to the finish line. Even if you're the last person to go through the finish line, the commitment is real. And you said, you know, training all year. You don't just start training a week before your competition to win your gold medal, right? You train all year for that moment. And this is what we encourage prospecting. We're prospecting all year for high season. We don't just start prospecting in January. We start prospecting now. So I think that was really important to highlight that.
Yeah,
I just want to point out that Ian has a story that's natural, right? He's an athlete. He's a gold medal bicyclist. And he knows from his life experience that it's not just a one and done. You don't just train for 1 year and get good, right? You train when it's raining out, you train when it's snow, you train when you're sick, you know, you train when you have injuries, you train through all of this stuff. So that all translates into this business. And you can see how easy and natural he says that. And I just want to point out that we all have our stories that we can relate to our teams on why it's important to keep on going. Because ultimately, and you hear it from me, and ultimately persistency is the way to the top. And so, Ian, on that note of persistency, one thing I'm really wanting you to elaborate on is how you continue to prospect and bring people into your funnel, so to speak, even 20 years into this business. Like where does that come from? Because I hear that, you know, once somebody gets 6 months in, a year and a half in, they've talked to every single person that they've ever talked to before. So like, what is your response to that when people tell you, hey, I've reached out to everyone that I know?
Well, that's a lie they're telling themselves that they just really have to get over. But before I get into answering your question, is persistence beats resistance. Okay, I've had a lot of resistance in my life as an athlete, resistance overall. Okay, and it's the person that really breaks through, you know, the resistance. Persistence always wins. Okay, so if I mean, think about it. I'm finding new people every day. And listen, when I first got started in this business, this cell phone that I'm speaking to you right now didn't exist. Okay, I had a beeper. Okay, I didn't have all these contacts on my phone, and you know, I was always meeting people. I lived in New York City, so I used to put on not the best suit, and I used to go down to Wall Street. This is like in the mid 90s, and I used to put the suit on, and there was an unlimited amount of people for me to talk to that I didn't know. Now, golden nugget number 2, your business will explode when you enroll people that you don't know and you build a relationship with them. Because some of the people that you do know that are closest to you are not going to get it, okay? Some of the greatest people that I have in my organization, I didn't know, but I built a relationship with them. This is a relationship business, friendshipping business, and the shipping business, okay? 3 in 1. So When I'm out and about, the person that asks the most questions creates the most opportunity. I'm going to say that again. The person that asks the most questions creates the most opportunity. My question is, are you open to taking your health, fitness, and income to the next level? I'm going to get a yes on one of the three, team. I'm going to get a yes on one of the three. Even if COVID, even if that wasn't happening, okay, people are game to make money. People are game to be healthy. People are game to hopefully be more fitter, okay? I mean, I meet people when I'm out riding my bike. I mean, I saw this woman, she was running, she's pretty fit. We start talking this, that, and the other. And I wind up giving her a gift card and she ordered the holistic fitness pack. Boom, I asked a question. I said, are you open to checking out my awesome line of superfoods? And she said, yes, I'm actually looking for some new products. And I said, there's no whey protein, there's no excipients, binders, fillers, isolates. This comes right off the tip of my tongue because I've been doing this a long time. You know why I'm good at that is because I talk about it a lot, okay? I'm a repetition is the mother of skill person, okay? If you want to be proficient in prospecting, talk about this a lot. You don't need to know everything about every product and ingredient. All you need to do is pretty much have a simple amount of language and then use the video and then get someone like myself, Ross, Seema, Angelo, you name it, on the call, and then leverage our expertise where you do not have it. So persistence always beats resistance. I've enrolled over 1,000 people, okay? So if you've enrolled 10, 20 people and I'm like, oh my God, I have no one else to talk to, you need to get out there more and start meeting people you don't know. There's an unlimited amount of people out there that are looking for what we have to offer. And I know most of you have not gone through all your contacts on your phone, okay? So if your phone didn't exist, what are you gonna do, okay? Go out and about and have conversations. Conversations lead to opportunity in network marketing. This is the belly-to-belly business. It's not just a social media business. I built this business before social media existed.
I love that. I love that. I remember, Ian, when I was a diamond and I called you all desperate saying, Ian, I need some advice. Tell me what to do. I need to get to green diamond. I don't know what to do. I've done everything possible. And you said, keep prospecting. And I remember hanging up the phone and being so upset at you because I wanted you to tell me something different, you know, like do this, do an event, do a challenge, do something. But you said keep prospecting. And I was like, I don't know anybody else. I swear I reached out to everyone. And that was the lie that I was telling myself, right? Because we all know thousands of people. And I know Jennifer's right here. She's new, Jen. And then she started doing the prospecting list, right? We're so resistant to make that list when we get started because we believe that we don't know enough people. And she called me and she said, I am so honored of how many people I actually know once I started to write down names in this list. And it's so true. It's so true how we just, our top leaders are not going to come from our enrollment. Most likely our top leaders are going to come from somebody that we enroll that we don't even know. And that's the case for most of us. So I thank you for that.
Yeah, you guys, you hear what he's saying, right? That social media, if you feel like you've reached out to the infinite people on social media, it doesn't matter because you walk outside and there's somebody riding a bike by and this guy's chasing her down. And what? He's asking questions. The person that asks the most question creates the most opportunity. Ian, can you say that sentence one more time? It was, are you willing to, and you said you get a yes on one?
Yeah, so, you know, are you open to taking your health, fitness, and income to the next level?
Right. So he said, yeah, you're going to get a yes on one of them.
I'm gonna get a yes on one of those three. If you ask, you guys, listen, team, and I say team, okay, because together everybody achieves more on this team. The more you ask that question, the more you're gonna get really, really great answers. Now, with this woman that I met out there out and about, I mean, I've created $400 or $500 in sales just asking questions, and I'm on my bike training, okay? And it's amazing. I'm like, oh my God, I just did a transaction. I'm not at some job. I'm just asking questions. You could listen, okay? Golden nugget number 3, okay? This is the only business that you could monetize the oxygen that you breathe. It's the only thing that the powers that be, the government, whatever you call it, it's not controlling. Okay? Lights, water, your cell phone bill, that costs you money. Okay? Whereas this right here, the reason why I've become super successful is because I don't stop talking. Okay? Because I see potential and opportunity wherever I look. Okay? And there's a 3-foot rule, golden nugget number 5. If someone is 3 feet from you and they eat, I'm going to ask the magic question.
Yeah. That's awesome. And guys, he's saying golden nugget, and these there's a good analogy that if like there's a painter that's been painting for 40 years in his life, and he knows the exact way to dip the paintbrush in the paint and like get it so there's a perfect amount of paint so that he can paint without like the drips. It might have taken him 25 years to learn that secret, and he can teach that to a novice in about 5 minutes, like the exact thing that it took him 25 years to learn. And I just want to like emphasize that that's what we're hearing from Ian. This question that he has, I'm sure there was lots of experiments with other versions of that question. Yeah. So take this stuff down, take it down word for word, take his energy down. He's saying, I talk a lot. If you're someone who doesn't talk a lot, then, you know, upgrade. Be willing to.
Well, you know, you can upgrade. You don't need to be an Ian Farrar to become successful in this business. I know successful networkers that are introverts. They communicate differently and they create pictures in people's minds with monotone. I come at you with a lot of enthusiasm and I bring people in that way from a genuine standpoint. I'm just magnetic like that, and I'm not complimenting myself. It's just something that I've been born with, and I've used it to my advantage. Okay, so repetition is the mother of skill, all day and every day. Okay, when we first were taught to tie our shoes, oh my God, I can't do this, mommy, I can't do this, daddy. Oh, and taught to zip up your jacket. Oh, I don't know if I could do it again, but we did it over and over and over again until we got really good at it. Don't complicate network marketing. Okay. Don't complicate this business. Don't get in your own way. You probably heard me say this before. The biggest obstacle that you'll come up against is not the company. It's the person that looks back at you in the mirror every day. Okay? Negative self-talk. You know, is this the right business for me? I don't know if this is going to work out. All you have to say is shut up and start making phone calls and create opportunity.
Yes, I want to add something to that. You know, if you guys are not good at talking, don't worry. Find somebody that's good at talking in your team.
Right.
You know, if you're not good at socializing, find someone and manifest someone that's good at socializing. So they do that part that you're not comfortable with.
So, Ian, I want to know a lot about this next question.
Great.
We all want to know this. Like the answer, no. Like, what sort of mindset do you have about that? I'm sure you've seen a lot of no's turn to yeses. Like, what immediately do you think? What strategies do you use? Like, can you just touch on that? Like, when somebody says no to you.
When someone says no to me, no doesn't mean not now. Well, no means not now. But the thing is, you know, you use it's a real good NLP trick. It's not a trick. You're just doing them a favor because we know we have amazing things for them. You know, I really appreciate where you're coming from, but you really, really need to take a closer look to what I have to offer. You own a body, and this will really take you to a whole other level. And I've said that to people, and like, okay, I just told them no, and then they take a step back. Okay, I'll take a look. I don't know what happened. It just works.
So that's just the go-to immediately.
Oh, immediately. Because listen,
so
when someone says no, when someone says no to you, you say, you know, I really appreciate where you're coming from, but, and they're like, wait a second here, and then you lay it on them again, and they may be open. It's worked for me many times, and not every time, but it's worked for me many times.
JJ, were you trying to say something?
No, that was it. I was just gonna ask him to repeat it, but I got it. Thank you.
I also like to say on top of that, I don't know what you think about this, Ian, But
Yeah.
I relate, and I'm so glad you said that, because when they offered me this opportunity, I also said no, and look at where I am now. So
I mean,
relating to them immediately makes a drastic difference.
yeah, when I asked my wife to marry me, she said no to me for 10 months straight. And now look, I'm kidding. But the thing is, listen, no doesn't mean no, it means not now. Okay? I mean, not now. Listen, there are people that I put on my long list that I've enrolled maybe a year later because it wasn't the right time for them. But if you know a really great business for them, you put them on their long list and you just continue to be their friend in relationship with them. Okay? So you really want to manifest them saying yes, put them on your long list. You know, when it comes to a product conversation, I don't get many no's because I know my shit. You know, and the thing is, listen, we want to bring value to the marketplace. I'm really big on this. You can become as successful as you want to be in this business if you bring value. If you're just trying to be a salesman of Biomedic and Can't Beat This and all our products and all that, don't be a salesperson. Really create value around what these products have to offer, and you're going to enroll a shitload of people.
Yes, I think prospecting and looking for new people is the hardest income producing activity, right? Prospecting is so difficult because we're so afraid of the no. We're so afraid. We're so vulnerable to say, hey, this is something that I'm doing. Don't reject me. And then they reject you, right? And they say no.
Well, listen, golden nugget number 6, go for no, and you'll get a lot of yeses.
Yeah, we all have the no already, right? We all have the no.
It's just like, listen, if you go for a certain amount of strikeouts, you're going to hit a home run. I mean, we all know Babe Ruth and all these home run hitters, but they were the biggest strikeouts, okay? The biggest strikeouts. So, you know, listen, I've closed a lot of awesome deals in my career. I got, you know, half my life in this business. I've gotten a shitload of no's, but I've gotten some really great yeses, okay? I mean, I have a ginormous business because of, you just need a few yeses, okay? You need a few yeses with people that see what you see, okay? Recruit even and up. You recruit even and you recruit someone better than you that says yes, game on. You got a crown leg. You got 2 crown legs. You got 3 crown legs. Okay, so persistence beats resistance. And if you know that this is really great for somebody and it's not the right time, put them on your long list, okay? Very important.
I like that. And just expecting that you're going to get no's, right?
Right.
And that's all a learning experience.
Right.
So your perspective of being in the game for a long time, that's kind of what I want. I want to know, like, your perspective of I guess just from your own personal experience, what has been your personal growth, right? It's like, if you could place yourself back to when you were a year in to network marketing, maybe it wasn't Purium, but a year into network marketing, or 6 months in, because that's where a lot of people on this call are. Like, was there a journey from there to where you are now? And can you speak a little bit about that so that we can create that vision in everyone who's watching this?
Wow. And thank you for the opportunity to really share this with all of you, because, you know, I was in my 20s and 30s once as well. You know, I'm going to be 52 years old next month. I can't believe it. That half my life I've been in pursuit of this magic of residual income. And I earn a lot of it today, which is really awesome. So your ship will come in. You just need to hang in this game long enough and align yourself with the right people. But listen, you know, you probably heard me say this, but if you're new and on, you know, if you're new on the Holistic Justice League, I'm going to tell you, I used to hang out in bookstores to read the books because I couldn't afford to buy the books. I lived in New York City. I was roommates with one of my frontline crowns, Joel Calandrillo. Okay, he's at the top of Team Win, and I introduced him to network marketing 25 years ago. And look, that's paid off. Okay, long story short, you know, we were hustlers, you know, in New York. And I had enough to pay the rent, enough to feed myself, but I didn't have enough extra money to buy the books. So I invested heavily in my personal development. I invested heavily in who I needed to be in order to have what I want. Golden nugget number 7, write this down. Be, do, have. You can't go for the have in network marketing. It's who you need to be in order to have what you want. Be, do, have equation. Very important, okay? Like someone who wants money, they go rob a bank, they have, and then they get put in jail. Stupid, okay? Or if you try to accelerate, move forward in life, getting over on people to have, that's, karmically, it's going to come back and hit you in the face. So I spent a lot of time in bookstores, team, okay, reading the masterpieces, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, Og Mandino's The Greatest Salesman in the World, all the Wave 3, Wave 4, Your First Year in Network Marketing by Mark Darnell, which is a really goodie. Richard Bliss Brooks' first book, Mach 2 with Your Hair on Fire. And I got to tell you, I mean, I was reading these books, and now I have the opportunity to share my story, in this, okay? And that blows my mind. So when I was asked, it was like, I've arrived 25 years in, okay? I've arrived where now I can inspire, people all over the world of how they can, have this business work for them. You just got to show up, okay? You got to show up, and you got to put your uniform on. You got to get in the game consistently. If you are a backseat driver, you're not going to really get where you need to be. You got to be in the front seat. You got to be holding the steer wheel, and you really got to go for it on a daily basis. Okay. This life is not a dress rehearsal. Okay. You got to be in the game. Okay. So my 25-year career, okay, has a lot of different components. Okay. I was a full-time athlete when I got started, and the sport that I was in, you either risk your life going down mountains and crashing, and hopefully getting some type of contract, put stuff in your veins that you don't want to, so you could actually go faster and get better results and get a contract. Didn't want to go that route. And I found network marketing, and I read about people that were making 50, 60, 70, 80 grand a month. And they're just talking to people, and they're building downlines, 3, 6, 9, 12, 27, geometric growth, exponent, and I'm like, wow, I want to be a part of that. I mean, I love talking to people, and I'm going to help people talk to more people about my products, and then more people and more people. So when I told my parents that I'm getting into network marketing and this is what I want to do, they didn't really take me seriously. Okay. And, 25 years later, they see the life that I've created. I mean, listen, folks, we have a beautiful home on the side of a mountain in my wife's home country in Colombia. When I walk in there, when the elevator opens up into our house, and I'm like, this is amazing. I get like emotional because Purium, my dream, the application of everything that I've learned is when I open up that door, the dream has become a reality because I always saw myself as becoming successful. And I really want to instill in every one of you that this is real, okay? Just as long as you follow these key principles, you read the 4-year career, you share the 4-year career, you get us on 3-way calls, you share videos, and you could build a bigger business than me. That's the beautiful thing. I mean, people that are in my downline have the opportunity to become more successful than me. And I'm available to support all of you. I've done calls with Rob Carney. I mean, people have reached out to me on Holistic Justice League, and I jump at the opportunity to support you because I know what it was like when I first got started. And I still remember my mentors today, okay? And I thank them that they were there for me. One of them is actually in my organization, and he's been like $150,000 a month earner, in his career. And I always thank him. I say, Jeff, if it wasn't for you reaching out to me, I wouldn't be here today. So there are those people that have been the catalysts, in your life, in my life. And that's what we need to be. We need to be the catalyst in our own life, in other people's life, and everything will take care of itself. So my career has been half my life. Okay. So if you're just getting started in Purium, you're 6 months in, you're in a great position. Okay. I want to see you here for years, because 1 to 4 years, the 4-year career, build that into your consciousness, and your goals and dreams will be realized.
Thank you for sharing that, Ian. It's the long-term commitment. It just doesn't happen overnight. And And as you said, personal development is being key. Even for my journey to Crown, personal development, it's been my mind gym, right? It's the gym where I train my mind, personal growth. And what happens if you stop training, if you're building your muscles and you stop going to the gym, what happens? You get skinny, you lose your muscle, right? And then to gain the muscle, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to gain muscle. Right. And it's same thing with our mindset. When we're keeping each other accountable, when we're reading personal development books, when we're getting educated, when our mind is in constant training, there's a lot more growth. Our muscles, our brain grows faster and stronger.
Yeah, I mean, totally. I mean, listen, I wake up in the morning, do my regimen, I go train, I come home and I hustle. Okay. I've been doing that for 25 years. 25 years. Okay. I wake up in the morning, I go train, I come home, and who am I gonna take to the next level? Who am I gonna take to the next level? So I jump at the opportunity to team up with people. It's just programmed in me. Okay. I'm still at this pace. Oh, I'm a four-star crown. I'm just gonna like go on vacation for a year. No. I mean, my wife sees, I show up every day. I mean, I'm always looking for opportunities. I'm always looking to close deals. Always.
Yes. Yeah. And thank you for sharing that, because there's this fantasy that it gets easier. It gets different. What up?
It gets different. It gets different. I mean, listen, I'm a serial entrepreneur, but I do like relaxing. Okay. And the thing is, sometimes I can't shut it off. And I've actually learned to be more disciplined with my time around family, because I can't be all like, but the thing is, listen, this becomes mailbox money. Okay. And this becomes like your second family in a way, this relationship. The best relationships that I have in my life are with my Purium team, to be honest with you, and of course I have great immediate relationships with my family. But the thing is, I love this business. And when you fall in love with this business, success is going to fall in love with you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not playing. Okay. Because listen, I've been sending out 10 books a day. Okay. And the thing is, I'm on fire. You know what? Listen, I'm going to tell you a story. In 1996, I was living in a crazy little apartment on Christopher Street in New York City. Okay. And I just enrolled in my first network marketing company. And I was getting up at like 6:30 in the morning, and I couldn't wait for the post office to open so I could send packages about my product to prospects. And when I'm doing this today, and I'm doing this a quarter of a century later, I'm still doing the old school, the high touch. Okay, this phone thing and the texting and the social media, put something in the mail. People are going to see tremendous value in getting a book from you. So if you haven't ordered the 4-Year Career Holistic Justice League, get your hands on 10, and then help your team get 10, and then help them get 10. This is a beautiful read. And I'm not just saying because I'm in it. I'm just saying that old school. I mean, I got a book. I mean, when was the last time I got a book of 100 stamps? It's 7 stamps to an envelope, because I send a few other things like the Purium guide. And there was, like my crown cover with me on the bike, and I sent it, and I'm putting the stamps on, and I'm like, repetition. This is what I did in the beginning. So please take my advice, get these books and start mailing out to people that will make an impact on their life.
If you guys missed the training we did 2 or 3 weeks ago, Ian's in the book, The 4-Year Career. The 4-Year Career is a very short, simple book that explains network marketing and network marketing strategy to people. So he's featured in this book. It's a book that I've sent to any single person to ask me, hey, what's network marketing? What's this business? I send it to them. And I think, is the special still up, Ian? Do you know, for the 10? It's probably still up. You get a package of these books for 10. And it was suggested to send it to your team when they hit their first rank, like consultant. You could highlight some stuff and send it to the people, or just send it out. Ian's right. Like, he's talking about the difference between sending text messages and sending an actual package to somebody. And he's from the era where that was normal. And so he's saying that this still works.
Yeah, and when someone gets a package from you in today's age, like, wow, they actually invested in me. They actually thought enough to actually send me reading material, not just this, you know, this. I'm in my Instagram. I'm okay, trust me, I'm in it. You know, I'm in it. We're all in the information age. But really, you know, giving someone a book to read, you know, there's something to this, okay? And this is an excellent framework for how to become successful in this business, okay? What did I do when I first got started? I hung out in bookstores. There was Wave 3, Wave 4, your first year in network marketing. There was GoPro didn't exist, okay? You know, Richard Bliss Brooks' first book, Mach 2 with Your Hair on Fire, because my hair was on fire. I was like, I'm gonna be a professional network marketer. I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna make, you know, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month. I'm gonna do that, and I don't care how long it takes me, but I'm gonna do it. And I've achieved all of those goals. Okay, so you got to be in it to win it, and consistency is key. Okay, no great athlete has ever rose to greatness being inconsistent. Okay, Jeremy Rice was probably the receiver for the 49ers. That guy was probably the hardest training football player, and that guy put up the best numbers every year.
Hey, so what are like, you're saying golden nuggets, but I want to know a golden nugget of, like, when you look at the entire business as a whole, right? It's bigger than selling Power Shake, right? I mean, there's a whole bunch of different facets. You mentioned relationships. Like, from your perspective, where are the important places that you know are like, this is the leverage point where I need to make sure to pay attention, like, beyond just selling superfoods? Can you give us, I know there's not really a direct question here, but like, where are the points that you see from your perspective are very, very important that might be overlooked in the beginning part of the career?
Okay, well, you really need to understand the game that you're playing. Okay, Paul Zane Pilzer is a leading economist, and he said that this business is going to be the next trillion. Okay, and intellectual distribution is where you want to be, sharing the benefits about a product and showing people where to get it, showing people the benefits of a product and showing people where to get it. There's an unlimited amount of those conversations and situations. Okay, when you go to a health food store, okay, of course that store is limited, okay, because there's so many health food stores. Whereas in network marketing, there's an unlimited amount of people and an unlimited amount of people that they know and they know and they know. So the next trillion will be built with all of us. Okay, intellectual distribution, sharing the benefits about a product and showing them where to get it over and over and over again. I read that book around 15 years ago. I said, this is brilliant. Wow, the next trillion. And it's really developing into that. So, you know, the social framework of monetizing the oxygen that you breathe. I love that, you know, and there's an unlimited amount of it. Okay, so why not just pretty much create value, and you can make as much income as you want, just as long as you help enough people get what they want. Okay, and then that's where the success platform really, really launches big. Okay, so that book, The Next Trillion by Paul Zane Pilzer, you could actually order it on Amazon, and he's actually in Eric Worre's film, what's it called? The Rise of the Entrepreneur. He's actually interviewed. If you folks haven't seen Rise of the Entrepreneur by Eric Worre, watch it. Another DVD that I used to send VHS tapes, like the tapes, not the DVD, the VHS tapes, okay, of Brilliant Compensation by Tim Sales, who is a pretty big leader in Nu Skin, but he made a generic DVD about how brilliant network marketing is, and he speaks about it from a generic standpoint. These are really great tools. I mean, ordering those DVDs, it's actually on puriumgear.com under DVDs and books. Okay, so that's a really good book to DVD to have to send to people. But it's, again, I'm coming back to what you asked me, Ra. This is such a big game. okay? And you have to decide how you want to play the game. You want to play small, you want to play medium, or you want to play big, okay? I became Rookie of the Year in my first company in the first 6 months. I friggin' sold more water filters than forget it. I said, you see all those lights and all those apartments in New York? They're all gonna have my product, okay? And when I walked in the street, what was my question, okay? What kind of water do you drink? They either had a Brita, because the Brita was hot at the time. They were buying bottled water, and I knew that I had them on both situations. I had them. So, you know, I lend them the puppy. They like the puppy, okay? And they bought the puppy, okay? With our Power Shake and our Superfood platform, they're gonna love our products. All we gotta get good at is finding homes for our products and helping other people help their people find homes. This is a big game, folks. Don't complicate it, okay? It's a big game, but the inner game is where you really win in the Purium game.
Yeah, and I love how bold you were and how bold you still are, that you don't prejudge anyone. Everyone deserves the same opportunity to know what you have,
right?
And you just speak, right? And I think that's what really got me also to move forward and bring so many people into the business is just being bold. Like, why are you afraid to share with somebody something that might change their lives? Why am I afraid to share something that changed my life?
Right. Check this out. I can't wait till the sun comes up tomorrow, okay? Because it's another opportunity to help people grow, okay? So when you go to sleep tonight, I want all of you to think, okay, what's your greatest dream for tomorrow? Because tomorrow's the future. Now is now, okay? So what are you going to create tomorrow? How many people's lives are you going to impact, okay? I already had a pile of envelopes over there. They're already out, okay? I got about 80 more books left. That's 80 more people that I can actually impact.
Wow. And if you guys, I want you to notice, you know, his enthusiasm, his energy, his belief, his faith is so strong. And beliefs are actually very interesting because they really tell our brain what to notice, right? And the brain will find evidence to justify that belief. So as Ian is saying, he can't wait for tomorrow because he's looking for people to help and transform. Guess what? His brain is going to find evidence to support that belief. His brain is going to support, it's literally is the job of the brain to find the evidence. He's going to manifest the people because his faith is so strong that he can see it beyond, like in front of his eyes. So all of us, I want us to really, when we are going to be prospecting tomorrow morning, change your story. Instead of saying, oh my God, I already reached out to anyone. What am I going to do today? This is so frustrating. This is overwhelming. I'm already like tired. Jesus, you know, all these unlimited amounts of objections and excuses. Flip it around. Write down your excuses and flip it around and create a new story, because that's what Ian is doing. And this is what's bringing his success. He's flipping the story.
Yeah, and you know, you guys gave me energy tonight because prior to this call, you know, because listen, I'm not a late night guy anymore. Okay, I'm the grandpa of Purium. Okay, like okay, I'm gonna bring it, and then now I really got my juices flowing and I got my groove on because I'm fueled by inspiring people. There's certain days where I can't get out of my own way. You probably find it hard to believe, but I have my days. I have my days, just like all of you have your days, okay? I get the no's, I get, you know, things, you know, just not moving. But you know what I can do? The day I inspire someone, okay, that inspires me and it moves energy, okay? So this is a business of energy, okay? And when you really, you know, come from a genuine place, people are going to feel that, okay? If you come off like a snake, you know, like a snake oil salesman, you know, people feel that too.
Yeah, and it's the charge, right? I was learning a lot about the brain yesterday, and the brain runs on charge. And your brain might be so charged tonight, Ian, that you might not sleep tonight,
Oh,
right?
no.
Because you're just thinking and running of what you're gonna do tomorrow. And it happens to all of us. Some of the nights I can't sleep myself because I have all these ideas. I'm reaching out, I'm prospecting at 3 a.m. because my brain is full of charge. And I'm finding, evidence to support that charge so that life force can keep going. The wheel can keep spinning, and I can, we can all keep manifesting people. We're attracting people. Hey, can you sign me up to that thing that you're doing? Because our charge is so strong that we're attracting it like so powerfully. So I love all of that.
Yeah, and if I have another 30 seconds to a minute to share with everyone, I mean, like when I our products and I really engage in this product line, I'm like, I can't believe that this company's paid me close to $4 million. Okay, and I don't say that number to impress you, but the fact that I actually get paid to use them just to talk to people about it, okay, it blows my mind. Okay, so we got to help people become prosumers. When you're a prosumer, that means that it's a tax deduction when you buy Purium products if you're building a business, instead of becoming a consumer, which pretty much just is outgoing and there's no tax deductions. And the fact that I get to really use this stuff, I love it. Every time I get my box, it's literally like Christmas. I know all of you probably feel the same way, but the fact that, like, I mean, I asked this question, why isn't everyone doing network marketing? You know why? It's because of ignorance. So books like this, DVDs, create the big picture perspective of what can be. I was just a full-time athlete with a lot of chutzpah and a lot of enthusiasm, and someone saw the potential in me. He was a silver medalist in the 1984 Olympics, and he's like, "Hey, have you ever thought about doing MLM?" I'm like, "Oh, like Amway?" Very thankful for Amway. The Amway Center's right here, 15 miles from my house. Very thankful for that building and the name on it, because it's given me an opportunity of freedom. Focus on freedom. Focus on helping other people with their freedom, and you'll be free.
Yeah.
So I have two more questions, but I think one of them is really important, but you're answering it just in your activity. So I'll just kind of mention what it was. If you have anything to say about it, it's the difference between inspiring people into action versus managing. For me, it looks very apparent that you're leading from the front, and that's how that happens. And and so I think we're taking a lot out of that, because all the things you're saying is just inspiring. You even said, like, we're breathing constantly, and every breath is an opportunity to let people know the benefit of a product and where to get it. And that's basically gives you unlimited potential to work, to build your business. And so the last important point is, when promotions come along, right? Like these promotions that we have now with the UBT, the signing up with the packs and the social media posts, like why is it important to make a habit of capitalizing on all the promotions that come your way over a long period of time?
Okay, well, because listen, you really want to harness the law of numbers. Okay, if you have a lot of people doing social media posts, and earning the 99 QV, that's more exposure. That's X exposure compounded. You're going 10X with it. Okay, so it's not rocket science, because if you have a team the size of your team and you got lots of, videos happening, how many eyeballs and ears are hearing that? Okay, and you're going to be leveraging the volume, which is going to actually accelerate the UBT potential. It's going to accelerate the volume to the next rank. There's a lot of moving pieces that are actually gonna bring the law of numbers. Law of numbers, folks. Okay, law of numbers. It's not a law of one. When I first started, it was a law of one, and then it compounds out. So if you have the law of numbers working for you in promotion, I mean, look what your team did with UBT. I mean, you guys were kicking, and it's still here. So it's a really great way to compound your business above and beyond just the pack value of each enrollment and helping your team. Okay, so this is brilliant. This getting free. Well, you know what I mean. There's effort involved of getting that QV extra for doing videos. It's going to promote our products. It's going to promote our company, promote our business. So if you have 10 people doing those videos, 10 people times 99, how much is that? It's like 1,000 in volume, right? Right. So using promotions throughout the year that the company provides, these are tools. Okay, you don't have to pay for them. All you need to do is make your monthly purchase each month, be on smart order, and do this, and help other people do this. Before you know it, you got like how many all over the place. Okay, so it's really harnessing, helping your team tap into the potential of promotional volume.
Yeah,
I like
thank you.
that. And I like the consistency. And you mentioned you enrolled 1,000 people, guys. If you do the math on that, over 10 years, that's 8 people a month. And if even that's so high for you, if you do 4 people a month, 20 years, you've rolled 1,000 brand partners by yourself. Imagine how many brand partners they enroll, right?
Right.
And then you're Ian.
Right. Well, check this out. And there's an equation to this. Okay. And you could write this all down. Okay. It's people equals momentum. Momentum equals volume, and volume equals big check. Okay. You need every one of those components to be working for you in your network marketing business to have a business. Okay. And the other thing is, knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge. Apply what you're hearing today, and it will become powerful. Okay. So people
on that. Yeah. Do that one more time.
Okay. What the people equals momentum or the other?
Yeah. That one.
Okay. People equals momentum. Momentum equals volume. Volume equals big check. Okay. That is the formula. That is the formula for success in network marketing. Okay. Over and over and over and over and over again. It's not a business of one. You're not a salesperson. If you're a salesperson, oh, great. But it's a transfer of information and helping other people transfer that information. It's a business of duplication. It's a business of, of geometric exponential growth.
Seema, do you have anything else? We could keep on going all night, however.
Yeah, I think this was great. I think you covered all of our bullet points that we wanted to discuss with you today. I want to open it. I know we're up to the hour, and if anybody wants to leave, you're welcome to leave, but I'd like to keep Ian for like 5-10 more minutes, if that's okay. And ask everyone, if you have any questions, most likely 5 more of us have the same question. So feel free to unmute yourself and ask Ian. He's the guru of network marketing right here. We have the guru in the house, so.
I have a question.
Yes, Ryan.
So I'm 1 month in, never thought I'd do network marketing before, but I like the product. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. I've got some people sign up, and yeah, I just find myself, what's step one? There's a lot here. So I guess I'm just like, out of what you shared today, Ian, what is step one from your lens for me?
Step one. Have you read The 4-Year Career yet?
It's on the way.
Oh, cool. I'm really happy you made that, okay, because that's really going to give you that blueprint for success. Okay. And listen, man, I want to offer, my assistance, if you ever need a 3-way call, and, that may boggle people's minds, but I have a very deep organization, and people think that I'm busy. Yeah, I'm pretty engaged in my business, but I really getting busy helping new people in this business, because you could become successful just as long as you hang in the business long enough. But the 4-year career, get your hand on that as soon as you can, because that's really going to lay down, that's going to download your mind in terms of the big picture perspective of how great this business really is. Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, guys, I read the book 5 times. Ian sent it to me, and it was amazing. As soon as I finished reading it, I bought it in Audible because I was driving, and it's 60 minutes long in Audible. And Raw listened to him again. We were driving, and I put it on, and this is when Raw learned a lot about network marketing, because I put the book in the car. And it was incredible. So that's really good advice.
And guys, listen, this business becomes a machine. Okay, it's a superfood machine, and we're in this new economy. I mean, listen, this doesn't make a difference. Stock market went up 1,200 points today. I don't care. Bottom line is that, you know, we have our own economy. Okay, it's an economy of helping people elevate and really getting well on the inside, you know, from the inside out. So this economic cycle is going to be with us for a while. Okay, whatever you want to call it. Up stock market doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, a lot of people that lost their jobs are going to get those jobs back. But we have an opportunity to really get people into business for $179 US core 4, $314.25 for the holistic fitness pack and the ULT. The opportunity is tremendous. All you need to do is ask people that magic question. Are you open to taking your health, fitness, and income to the next level? You're going to get a yes on one of the three. Boom.
Okay, we got another question from Jake, and I know it applies to a lot of people. It says, when you get in a rut with the business, what is it that gets you out of the rut and refocused? I know that something that happens a lot is people get to that fast start executive, or they get to executive, and then it's kind of like they just plummet. And how, like, what do you have to turn that around? What do you tell somebody like that?
I'm going to be real. Go out and enroll some new people. It's a simple answer, but it's true. Okay. You know, listen, for me to get to Royal Crown, okay, I'm going to continue have to enroll new people. The people that have gotten me to where I'm at, I'm very thankful and I'm blessed with the team, but I got to keep on enrolling. Okay, in order to take my team tonight. So if someone is hitting their head, if they hit diamond and they're back executive and they don't have people that are applying themselves and they're committed to the principles that we're talking about here, and I'm not discounting anyone, but guess what? The grass is always greener. You could enroll new people. You could launch new legs until you've solidified that team that's going to move forward with you. It's a simple answer, but if your group is not growing, find new team.
Yeah, and it's good to hear it again from you.
I've been there. I've been there. I mean, listen, I remember I still have the email on my computer. Okay, the last VP of sales and marketing, his name is David Litt. He's no longer with the company, but he was a tremendous support system. And I remember, I mean, it's like, shit, I was at Green Diamond for a long time. Okay. And then, you know, I brought on someone very special, and my business went from Green Diamond that year to Red Diamond, and then I went 2-star, 3-star, 4-star in the same year, you know, because I kept on enrolling. And you know what he said to me? He's like, if your team is not growing, you got to find new team. And I went out and I found new team. And, you know, and this was a relationship from a long time ago. It was actually one of my mentors in the industry who has been in network marketing 40 years. The other thing, guys, listen, I'm going to give you a little golden nugget number 8. Okay. If you meet somebody that's already been in network marketing, that you become good friends with, and, you know, they're open and they're taking a look, that person's going to own the mindset already. That person's not in kindergarten in network marketing. They're already maybe in high school or college. They've already, you know, got their nose. They already know how to recruit. So speaking to people that have been within the industry is more of a fast track than not. Okay. You know, I mean, I've been very lucky to meet people that have been in the industry and have decided to join Purium, and they've accelerated. And then there's people who have had no experience in network marketing, like Sonia Magruder, very successful in real estate, been in the business now with Purium for like 8 years, very super successful. So I'm just saying that keep your eyes and ears open, make friends, ask questions. And if people have direct selling experience, they're probably going to move, you know, a little faster. Doesn't mean that they're just going to explode your business, but it's a group of people that happen to move faster, you know, in this business. I had no experience in network marketing when I first started, you know, but then I started to, you know, understand and, you know how the game is played.
Well, thank you so much, Ian. You guys heard it from Ian. He's super approachable on this. Friend him on Facebook, follow him on Instagram. What are your handles, Ian? just your name?
Uh-oh, here we go. My phone's gonna blow up now. Here we go. Drum roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Instagram. And listen, you guys gotta listen. I built my Instagram organically. I see people with far more followers than me. That's okay. I'm really proud of all of you. It's fantastic. I want to be just like you. I want your autograph. It's Ian.Farrar. Okay. So Ian, IAN.FARRR. You could actually bring me over 1,000 followers if it just half of you follow me tonight. I'll be so blessed. And
yeah, and that's really important to know that you've got under 1,000 followers through that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, and then Facebook, of course, I have a lot of followers on Facebook. Excuse me. So it's Ian Farrar. You'll see founding brand partner. You know, that's me. And I'll accept your friend request. And please send me a messenger. I'd be more than happy to do a 3-way call. And folks, listen, you could leverage me. Okay. I have the most success in the company, been with the company the longest. And I'm here to really help your efforts because I know what it's like to be in the trenches. I know what it's like to be in your first month. I know what it's like to be in your first day. I know what it's like, okay? And I really want to see all of you become successful because you can be, okay? You can be, do, have the success. Be, do, have, write that down. Be, do, have. I see all my follows coming in. You guys are getting me to a
The reason why I want people to follow you is because even when I was following, was like, this guy is all in. I mean, he's wearing a Purium bike suit every single day, like, and he's posting about it, and he's smiling with his power shake. It's. I mean, success leaves clues.
Exactly.
All day. Well, I really thank you so much for having me on the call, you know, tonight. I mean, I really jumped at the opportunity and, you know, thank you for, you know, allowing me to, you know, share all of my golden nuggets and, you know, apply them to your life. If you apply them to your life, I'm sure that you'll have success.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ian. Everyone, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for making the time. It's well appreciated all around, and have a good night.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you so much. This was very, very amazing, important, and meaningful. And as Ian said, let's all go be. You know, we're human beings, not human doing. Let's go be a being. So thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Go out and enroll yourself and you'll be great.
Yes,
Thanks,
that's the best enrollment that we can do.
Right.
Enroll yourself, guys. And go get that promotion. We have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to submit. Okay, get 99 points for this week. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Ciao.
everyone.